In a world where everyone has a superpower, Jonah was a 10-year-old boy whose power was communicating with animals. He lived in a quaint town nestled between rolling hills and a dense forest. The town was a place of wonder, where children flew to school with wings on their backs, and adults could lift cars with a flick of their wrists. Jonah, however, found his power to be the most fascinating of all, for it allowed him to befriend Brian, a wise and gentle giraffe. Jonah and Brian spent their days exploring the forest, sharing stories, and dreaming of adventures. Brian was a giraffe unlike any other, with a long neck that seemed to stretch into the clouds and spots that shimmered in the sunlight. Together, they were an inseparable pair, bound by friendship and a shared sense of wonder. One day, as they wandered deeper into the forest than ever before, they stumbled upon a hidden clearing. In the center stood a mysterious, ancient-looking tree with a door carved into its trunk. Jonah's curiosity got the better of him, and with Brian by his side, he opened the door and stepped inside. Inside, they found themselves in a room filled with maps and strange devices. It was a secret headquarters, and from the shadows emerged a soldier named Captain Elara. She was a brave and determined woman who had been captured by the enemy during a recent conflict. She had managed to escape and was now hiding, planning her next move. Captain Elara shared her story with Jonah and Brian. She spoke of her capture, the torture she endured, and the betrayal by her own country. Despite the pain and suffering, she had refused to give up, using her resilience and courage to survive and escape. Her loyalty and determination had driven her to seek justice and protect her people from harm. Jonah was inspired by Captain Elara's story. He realized that true courage was not just about having superpowers but about standing up for what was right, even in the face of adversity. With Brian's support, Jonah decided to help Captain Elara in her mission to expose the traitors and bring peace to their world. Together, they devised a plan to infiltrate the enemy's stronghold and gather evidence of the betrayal. Jonah's ability to communicate with animals proved invaluable, as he enlisted the help of forest creatures to gather information and create distractions. The night of the mission arrived, and Jonah, Brian, and Captain Elara set out under the cover of darkness. The enemy's stronghold was heavily guarded, but with the help of their animal allies, they managed to slip past the defenses and enter the heart of the compound. Inside, they found the evidence they needed, documents and recordings that proved the betrayal. But just as they were about to make their escape, they were discovered by the enemy. A tense standoff ensued, and it seemed as though all hope was lost. In that moment, Jonah remembered Captain Elara's words about resilience and courage. With a newfound determination, he used his power to rally the animals once more, creating a diversion that allowed them to escape. Back in the safety of the forest, Captain Elara thanked Jonah and Brian for their bravery. With the evidence in hand, she was able to expose the traitors and restore peace to their world. Jonah had learned that true heroism came from the heart, and with Brian by his side, he knew they could face any challenge together. As the sun set over the forest, Jonah and Brian looked forward to more adventures, knowing that their friendship and courage would always light the way.